Hi, Andy Proudman here, and today we're talking about the 3 biggest myths in golf. You've joined me at Asbury Hall Golf Club and you're watching Me and My Golf TV. Okay, after spending last week at the UK Golf Trade Show in Harrogate, it was great to spend some time with fellow coaches and fellow PGA professionals from all over the world, really. And on one of the nights, we actually got together as a group of PGA professionals and had what we call a tweet-up, where we just got together and talked about sort of the golf swing and shared information of what we do as coaches every day. And one of the discussions we had was, what are the biggest myths that people tend to think about when they're playing golf? So on the way back, I thought, okay, yeah, I'll do a video about this and hopefully help you guys out there understand sort of what the most common things that you're thinking about and whether they're good or not. So we had a discussion in the room and talked about the most common things, and we came up with 3 things, and that was keeping the head down or keeping your eye on the golf ball, keeping the left arm straight in the golf swing, and also you're swinging too fast or swing slower. So I'm just going to explain each one of those in a little bit of detail and why I think these really have no benefit of thinking about these in the golf swing. So first of all, we'll start with keep the eye on the golf ball or keep the head down. Okay, now this is probably the most common one out of all 3. So if you're a golfer and you've been told that when you hit a bad shot that you tend to lift your head up too early, or you're looking for the golf ball before you've hit it, okay? So you think, okay, I've got to keep my head down or keep my eye focused on the golf ball. Now, personally, I don't think that's a good thing to think about. Thinking of your head in the golf swing tends to restrict and inhibit the movement of your body. Now, we want to create a lot of rotation in the golf swing, so thinking of the head tends to limit that. And so often what I see with people, they're over the golf shot, they hit a golf ball, and it's very easy to notice what they're thinking about this, because this is their golf swing. Okay, that head stays very still, and it sort of limits not only the power that you can create, but it also makes it very hard to create this nice compression on the shot with an iron. So that was the first and the most common one that we thought of, keeping the head down. So for me, you don't have to ever think about that in the golf swing. Okay, myth number 2, keep the left arm straight. Now, does the left arm stay straight in the golf swing? Yes, it does. Okay, on the backswing, it does remain straight. Now, do we need to think about it? That's a different question altogether. Now, from my experience, people who tend to be concentrating or putting their attention on keeping this left arm straight tend to have a lot of tension throughout the shoulder, the arm, and their hands. And in fact, what that does, it actually restricts the wrists from doing a very good job of setting or hinging in the backswing. So thinking about the left arm straight, for me, promotes more of this sort of stiff movement here with a lot of tension through the hands, sort of gripping it very tight. Okay, now, although we do want it to keep straight, thinking about it has a negative effect on it. So for me, keeping it straight, it's much easier to think about the wrists doing a better job, allowing the left arm to stay straight in the golf swing. So yes, we want to keep it straight, but certainly thinking about it has a negative effect. So there's myth number 2. Okay, myth number 3. Hit the ball or swing the club slower. Yeah, how many people have said that to you when you've hit a shot, you're swinging too fast? Now, personally, again, what you've got to think about is that you look at the best players in the world. Is Tiger Woods swinging the club slowly? Definitely not. He's hitting that golf ball with a massive amount of force, and some of the biggest hitters now are generating over 200-mile-an-hour ball speed. So they're definitely not swinging the club slow. The difference is that they make it look slow. Okay, now the reason that it looks slow and sort of it looks like they're swinging it slow is because that they've got a very good rhythm, and they're creating the power by generating a good sequence. So they're using the segments of their body, so the legs, the torso, the arms, to transfer energy efficiently to the end of the golf club. I think Ernie Els is a great example of this. He's got a very easy looking golf swing and very smooth, but again, he's someone who generates a massive amount of power through the golf ball, hits the ball a long distance. So I think whenever anyone says swing slower to you, it's more to do with how you're sort of using your body in terms of to generate that power. We don't actually want to slow it down. Yes, we need a good rhythm, but it's about using your body the correct way. And that's where we come in as PGA coaches to help you find that way and what is the problem of why it maybe looks so fast. So those 3 myths there, guys, I think massively, we see this every day at our academy with people coming in saying, I'm thinking about this or I'm thinking about this, when you don't actually need to think about these things. These are the most common things that us as coaches in the room got together and said we're sort of facing every day. So hope that helps, guys. Again, if you are somebody who's been told to do that, post your comments underneath and let us know. If there's any more questions or you'd like to answer, you'd like to do any more videos, then again, please let us know as well. As always, follow us on Facebook, Me and My Golf, and Twitter, Me My Golf, and we look forward to seeing you soon on Me and My Golf TV. Thanks for watching.